Tuning in to today's Ask Junior presented by Xfinity Mobile. I have, we've been dealing with some illness in my house. My little girls were had a fever and were sick over the last week, and Nicole had it, but she's finally better. But it appears that I have gotten it from her. So I am doing my best today. And we're gonna have a great show out for you.
This is like Jordan flu game performance that you're putting on today.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I'm kicking ass. But tough, you know what I mean? Let me see. Let's bring this chat up for everybody. I'm doing this on my phone. Yeah, internet here is a little slow.
I'm gonna try to bring it up here. I like to watch the chat too. Can I bring it up?
We need the Xfinity internet because I don't know what we got.
Oh, Andrew's down there.
What we got?
Andrew, can I bring chat up?
Yeah, you can get the chat.
TJ, you can certainly bring the chat up.
Just Google on the computer YouTube.
Hey,
You're on a computer, TJ.
Literally on a laptop, TJ.
There's everybody.
Oh, funny guys.
There's everybody. All right, so
TJ, you're the tech guy, dude. You should figure out how to get a YouTube chat open. You give me crap for not knowing technology. Ridiculous.
You didn't plug an Ethernet cable in. That's ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're good.
Dale, this first question might be perfect given the circumstances. It's from Dan.
Yeah.
What's the best soup out there? Especially like when you're sick, down, like what's your favorite soup that gets you back?
Oh gosh. All right, so
This is gonna be
the brand, and this is strictly coincidental. The brand is Amy's, and it's Amy's
Amy's
Smart.
cooking.
I think it's called Amy's No Chicken Noodle Soup.
No chicken noodles?
Amy's No Chicken Noodle Soup.
Oh jeez,
Dude,
it
it
is
is
no
so-
grilled cheese is good too.
It is so good. And it's they rarely have it in the store. Like there's all these different types of soups from the Amy's brand.
You can get on Amazon.
But when you go to buy it, I mean the no chicken noodle soup's almost always sold out.
Isn't that supposed to make you feel better?
Sorry, what?
Isn't like chicken noodle soup supposed to make you feel better?
Well, it's also just my favorite soup. If I'm just
That's your favorite soup? Just
Wait,
like
but it's no chicken noodle soup. So what does that mean?
Amy's no chicken noodle soup. There's
So
a
it's
little,
not
there's
chicken noodles?
There's a look it up.
Okay.
I'm not trying to explain this to you.
Right, I'm sorry.
I also love traditional Campbell's tomato.
with the grilled cheese.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really more important how you make the Campbell's tomato. You got to put milk in it. So a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
So
I've never heard that before.
so
Yeah.
you take the tomato, you put it in the thing, and then you got to pour water or milk. And I think milk's better than the water.
Yeah. It's
Never.
that's not a crazy. That's not
It's
guys.
not a crazy idea.
Like when you make eggs, you add a little milk in there. You add oatmeal instead of water. You do milk. Like it elevates it.
The other thing that I like to do is, there's this stuff called succotash.
Oh, that's not
And-
soup though.
Yeah, it isn't, but I mean, it comes in a can like soup does. So
Wait, you're getting canned succotash, not like fresh.
yeah, I think it's good.
Like what Popeye eats or something.
John in the chat said Amy's soup is legit.
It is. I'm telling you. I mean, the no chicken noodle is great.
Amazon rates it high. I just looked it up.
I'm not all that good. I'm not all that into soup in general in terms of. Oh, you want to know something? This is gonna. My wife doesn't like this, and maybe so. You know,
Sure, you want to say?
We're live, Dale.
other people. I'm just saying it's a brand of soup or type of soup that she's not interested in, and a lot of other people more than likely will not find this very good. But my dad used to make oyster stew, and oh my god, it was so good. And so it's also made with like milk and a lot of pepper and a lot of salt, and oyster stew is freaking good. And honestly, I mean it's gnarly to think about eating it, but it's good.
Do you eat raw oysters?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
hell yes,
Disgusting.
dude. I mean it's free calories. I will go to the hey, I'm gonna tell you right
That's
now.
one of the ones that counts.
I will go to the Raw Bar in Key West and sit down and eat as many
Yes.
dozen
Oh, yeah.
oysters as you want.
Do you doctor them up or do you just eat them
Yeah,
I like
he
to
put stuff on 'em.
I like to put the sauce on them, and then horseradish, and put them on a cracker. Maybe eat them just plain. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna eat multiple dozens, and drink.
Yeah, I've seen it.
drink
He's
tons of
not
beer.
kidding.
I could sit there all day. That's one of them places where you can sit down, you have lunch, and then you drink a lot and have dinner without moving.
Eat oysters. And get
Sounds
drunk.
kind of awesome.
It is awesome. You don't know what the hell you're. When have you ever done that? Have you
I-
ever sat down and had lunch and dinner at the same place?
No,
while,
but
while
that's
drinking.
Here's the better
but, but can't I think that could be awesome? Can't one dream,
Yes.
Dale?
Yes, they can.
Hold on.
Thank
here.
you.
Dale, Andrew.
all I
You should
want.
dream of
They
that.
can.
You should
You
dream
can.
of that, 'cause that's usually a good trip.
Andrew, when's the last time you sat down
You know
at
what
a
else is
bar
free
and had more than
calories?
3 beers?
You know what else don't count is
few weeks ago.
shrimp cocktail. Boy, I will eat the hell out of a shrimp. If I see shrimp cocktail on the menu, yeah, that shit's getting ordered.
St. Elmo's?
Don't care. I don't.
Have you had their horse?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, it kicks your ass.
It'll wake
Because
you up.
it
Right.
clears your sinuses. That's what you need.
No.
No?
No. I mean,
The shrimp cocktail at St. Elmo's?
it just burns your sinuses. It don't clear shit.
does.
Oh,
No,
it's
it
cleared
doesn't.
mine.
What? You just all of a sudden all this shit starts falling out of your sinuses?
Yeah.
No.
There's a funny story about
How you look like you've been gassed? Like,
Cole Custer went there for the first time and dug in real deep and regretted it a few seconds later.
yeah. That stuff burns like hell. I
It does.
like it. I like horseradish a lot in my sauce for shrimp cocktail. So that's all good. That's a good question. Way to start off on the
Thank you.
right foot there.
Yes, it was a solid one.
You know
This
what's
next
coming up? Amy's oyster stew.
Hey, if they had it, I'd order it.
this
I can
next
make that.
this next question's coming from Facebook. Bev wants to know: have you tracked down any more details on the car of your dad's
No.
that you got last week? I know you put a tweet out
Yeah.
asking for information.
No, I haven't had a chance to really dig in. I did send that information to Danny Lawrence, who's at RCR. He's a great friend of mine. He kind of manages the Xfinity team at RCR, and he's worked on my dad's team forever. And so I'll see what he comes up with. He's going to take that information over to their archives, and they have all of this, all the notes. They will know what this car was, where it ran. I need to look at the car. I saw somebody post an image of a race from Watkins Glen where it had that chassis number 3, and it may be just basically chassis number 3, and the other two numbers 8, 10, 89 are just the date it was built. And so it's quite possible that it's just basically chassis number 3, and apparently they ran chassis number 3 at Watkins Glen in 89 or the early 90. And so I need to look at the car and see if there's a battery box on the right side. So if it would have any kind of markings or signature road course style stuff like that, right? So if you ran a car at an oval, you put the battery box on the left rear. If you ran it on a road course, at that point in the history of the sport, they may have been moving the batteries and some other stuff over to the right side for road course racing to get the weight sort of symmetrical. So I need to look at the car a little closer. Maybe I can find some things.
I think it's smart that you went to Twitter just to see if there's like
Who knows? Well-
like who knows what's out there, you know?
Plus, I know there are a lot of people that love sort of SI and that investigation process.
Right,
that
right.
Search.
Did you go to Reddit?
I didn't, but I mean, Twitter and Reddit sort of communicate. And so
Do the back channel.
If our NASCAR Reddit fans like something, they pull, they'll talk about it. Something they saw on Twitter, they'll share. They'll have a conversation. So, so I didn't want to double post, but yeah, there's a lot of people that I thought, man, they might be just figure this shit out for me, and have fun doing it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
I'll learn something about it. I'm sure it's got some history.
I was gonna say too, like you're saying how like people on Twitter and Reddit find things out. I'm
I
sure
gotta
you
tell
must. Go ahead. Yeah.
So speaking of cool stuff that has been given to me, I have another item that I brought with me today,
Oh,
and I'll pull it out of this box. Just one second.
all right. We're getting an unboxing here on Ask Junior Live.
The suspense.
So, all right. So this is very delicate. This is
Dale, can you move it to the other side? We've got our Xfinity Mobile bug
All right, I see.
Just a little
So,
bit. Yeah, just like that.
Look, this is a. Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
This is a hat that is from 1954, and if you go on YouTube, is all this good? This is good, right?
This is good.
If you go on YouTube and watch any of the races from, say, just pick Darlington, for example, or watch any races from where there's footage, and look at the people in the pits, they must have been like handing these out, or everyone up and down pit road is wearing these hats. Everybody. And and so when I was given this, I was like, "Holy crap! I've seen these in in those old videos from Darlington and so forth." And this and I guess racing at a Darlington style racetrack on a black top in the heat of the summer was kind of a new thing. Mm-hmm. NASCAR for the most part had been racing on the beach, at dirt tracks, not a ton of paved ovals. And so racing out there was probably in the garage and in the pits unbearable. And so they were passing these hats out, I think, as a way to help people kind of, protect their skin and so forth and weather the heat of the day. But anyways, this thing has so many autographs on it. It's written in pencil.
Pencil?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And so
You got an eraser?
it's not even funny. Right here, Fireball Roberts.
Wow.
Oh,
Incredible.
dang.
Sarah Christian. There's Buck Baker. Fireball's wife even signed this.
Holy cow.
Lee Petty signed this. Jim Pascal. Herb Thomas. And so
That's pretty neat.
There is a ton of names that I've got to go through and just kind of look at all of the names, but right here is Fireball Roberts. How many Fireball Roberts autographs are out there?
In pencil, let alone, too.
Well,
You need to get a case to put that in.
I hear you. I just received it. So I mean, I'm in the process.
Yeah, you need to be wearing gloves handling that thing.
Big weird bag. But
So how did you get that?
a friend of mine gave it to me. It has been kind of passed down to a few different people during its. I'm getting a little anxiety.
So there is a Fireball Roberts signature on eBay autograph with Richard Petty. They're asking $2,000 for it.
So, this thing is hard to put a price on. That's the kind of rare kind of collectible that you get ever so often. I'm very thankful for
Think
it.
of being a museum.
Yeah. I sent a picture of it to Mike Helton. I knew that he would appreciate it. He was kind of blown away. And again, I haven't even looked at all of the autographs on there, and I want to make a little list, and maybe I'll post that
Yeah.
so folks can understand. We maybe even do a little blurb on each driver and
That'd be super
what
cool.
they accomplished in their careers. But there's some really great names on there, but the Fireball Roberts one is most unique because obviously his life was cut short, and there can't be that many surviving examples of his signature, and especially coupled with so many other influential people in the history of the sport. So I've got a couple of little booklets that people have given me with similar, if not the same, autographs in them, and I have those kept in a safe place. So it's kind of stuff I love to have, and so I was wanting to share that. I brought that today.
When you have something that cool and fragile and historic, like where's a good spot for that?
So I will probably be putting that in a safe.
Yeah.
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 And so
That's pretty neat.
I want to protect it from any kind of hazards or anything like that. And also just it's very delicate because of it's 70 years old. And so I'll probably put it in a safe and leave it there for a while.
People on the YouTube chat, now you could say this is a good idea, bad idea. I'm just reading what the comments
yeah.
are.
What are their
They're
thoughts?
saying to clear coat it. That's the best way to
I'm
preserve
worried
it.
about
like
the pencil
about smearing it or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'd
That would be
worried about
tough.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been very lucky to have some things come in my possession, and very very thankful that the person that gave this to me wanted me to have it, as they were kind of clearing out some of their collectibles, and I'll certainly take care of it.
Definitely. Let's see. Let's do. Got a few options here. I kind of like this one, and TJ, you could chime in on this too. Coming from Robert, what's the weirdest group chat name you have in your phone? Like, do you have any weird, like, out of context, like, oh, what the heck is that?
The Coin Boys.
What was that?
Yeah, Coin Boys is
So
our.
we have a group, TJ and all of us, called the. Where did we get the coin?
Because you guys were talking about Bitcoin one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You changed it back, and then Travis changed it right away.
No, I didn't. Dale changed it and then changed it back the other day.
I didn't change it back.
It was. There was one point that chat was. It was Dale, Dalton, Travis, and TJ talking because it was just those were the people
No
in the
one
group
else
chat
was
that was chiming in.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this one that's actually it's active as we speak. It's called Four Friends Plus Brad, and it's me and three buddies, and then this guy Brad that we know that he moved away, and
So he's not a friend anymore.
yeah.
He got relegated.
Four buddies plus Brad, and we give him a hard time.
Oh, that's good.
We've got the racing group too that gets interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's one called Shit Talking Racing. Those guys are gonna love that they got
a shout out
their
on
group
this?
got mentioned.
Yeah.
But that's all that's in there. There's a lot of shit talking,
Just shit talking,
and
just getting
racing
stuff
talking.
out.
Yeah.
I want to know what
It
the
is.
YouTube chat. I want to hear some
Do you
crazy
mute?
group chat names.
Do you mute your the chats though, or do you give them notifications?
I never mute my notifications.
You're
Every
not-
text you get dings you.
Yeah.
Oh, that would drive me
Well, I'm on
crazy.
silent, but I see it. I get the icon and I respond.
You do respond in a timely manner.
I hate people that don't respond to text messages when
know.
they've looked at it and they've got a minute to respond, and I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
It's really rude.
Well, that's why I don't have my read receipts on.
I don't have my read receipts. I used to do read receipts. We talked about this.
I do.
I do it with Amy.
That's fair.
I do read receipts with one certain person, but yeah, it's
I learned a lot about. We had our fantasy football dinner last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned that when you will just block people. So,
I did. So
Wait, what?
so a friend of mine annoyed the hell out of me, and I blocked him for like a
Hell yeah.
couple weeks.
A couple of weeks?
Yeah,
That's a long time to
Amy
be
told
on the
me-
outside. Was that Brad?
I finally,
was that Brad who did
I
it?
finally unblocked him. Amy said I was being petty. I just needed
If you
to
knew,
take
you
a
wouldn't
break.
be surprised.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna take a break.
But did
Did they know they were blocked?
No,
Oh.
no,
they just thought you weren't? Did they send text message that you didn't get?
don't know.
So someone in
Yeah,
the
I
YouTube
think it
chat.
doesn't say delivered.
Sounds petty, doesn't it?
It does. Certainly does. Yes.
Yeah.
Hulk XJ wants to know, okay, so if you have every notification on, how many unread texts do you have at really any given time?
Only one.
I know we've talked about this before in the
I've
show.
got
but-
one unread text from Cleetus, and I
it.
just read it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
I thought you were gonna have a high number.
no.
That makes me feel good.
Well, how many do you guys have? Like, what's your badge say on your text messages right now?
I'm at 37, TJ.
Dang.
Holy
What in the world?
smokes.
Yeah, but man, you get caught up. See, here's the thing.
Wow.
You get caught up in a group chat and like you open and close one group chat and then you're down to like one text.
How many?
You know what I mean?
All right. Not.
I'm bad at responding to text though.
I need to know this. So not total text messages. Not how many text messages you have, but how many different groups since this morning. So if I look at mine, I got Travis, Coin Boys, Mike Davis and Tiff, Caden Quapple, Cleetus, and the four buddies plus Brad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've gotten 6 this morning since yesterday. How many of y'all got?
9.
See, I don't
9
get.
or 10.
I assumed you got more.
No, I don't get that many texts. I don't get many emails either. Which I've worked hard to keep my emails.
Oh, my inbox has gone to hell. It's 10,494.
Yeah, Amy's got like
Holy
4,000 or
smokes.
something.
But it's all the
time I
junk
subscribe, I get
emails.
more.
I know. When I get a junk email, I either unsubscribe
I've tried doing
or
that.
I block.
I-
I mean, I do something every occurrence to make sure that it doesn't keep happening.
They make it tough to unsubscribe.
That's a dedicated effort on your part.
Hey, it's how I keep it down to like maybe 10 emails a day.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that is.
I thought you-
I
impressive.
can't have that clutter, man. That drives me crazy.
It's rampant for me.
Yeah.
There's no cleaning
I
it
can't
up.
do it. No, I couldn't do it. And I've got
Andrew, you just need
7
to start a new
emails.
email.
I've got like, it's not just one email account. I've got like 7 different email accounts. And
That's a lot. That's
actually-
more than I
That's
have.
actually the smart thing to do because you use certain email accounts for certain.
Yeah. Like I have
actually
one
smart
email
too.
account that I use to like subscribe or buy something, or the one that I'll
Smart.
put, the one
Just
that I'll
the
put out there,
throwaway.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got one for iRacing as a employee for them, and I've got the one for here, and yes, I mean it adds up.
That makes sense.
But I still even with all of those, I don't get but about 10, 15 a day.
That's good though. Like I wish I had that.
Work on it. You
Yeah,
can.
I will.
You can have that.
Oh.
You
if I-
too.
Oh, Cleetus is in the group.
Oh, is he?
He's in the YouTube chat. How many burnouts should I do a week to keep the doctor away? Is what he said.
I think it's at least one a day.
Instead of an
Yeah.
apple a day.
Yeah.
I think whatever the number is of the day. So if it's what's today's date, the 25th, he should do 25.
Okay.
Wow.
I've not done enough burnouts apparently
Or maybe just go like
because I have come down with the fever.
Yeah. You need to get back
Skipped
up
the
on
burnout
that.
yesterday and it caught up with me. Yeah.
Y'all
right.
got the text messages about the tolls yet?
What's that?
The unpaid tolls. Have you got an unpaid tolls
Ooh.
text?
Oh, I got that yesterday.
What?
you didn't click it, did you?
No.
Okay.
I blocked it.
Just making sure.
I went to the number and I said, block this caller.
Andrew,
I heard it somebody.
Andrew
Oh,
paid
I-
it.
fell
we
for
need to
that.
tell him
Paid
because
it.
Andrew would fall for it.
I feel like such an idiot. Last week, I got a text from someone, and I was like, I was waiting to get a call from someone that I knew I did not have their number. So they texted me, and they're like, "Hey, is now a good time?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, is this X person?" And they're like, "No, this is like Irene." I'm like, "Who the hell is Irene?"
Yeah. I got. So
and then I
we're-
gave them all my credit card information.
What we're talking about is there's a toll road in North Carolina on 77,
Social.
and there's a spam text message going around that you've got unpaid tolls payments, right? And people are falling for it. And I sent it to Kelly, and I said, "What do you think?" She goes, "Yeah, that's a scam. We have automatic payment." And I said I should write back and see if they want to trade. For my unpaid tolls, I would do some trading with them. Like I have, I don't know, old racing magazines. I've got some old programs from Daytona.
that how it works?
I've got some doubles, right? I've got 2 of the 1998 Daytona 500 program. I could probably give up one of those.
Do you want this fireball reference?
Yeah. I've got a lot of leftover candy from Christmas that I probably could give them.
This isn't a.
Yeah.
We
But she
don't
said I
barter
should.
here.
She said I should not engage.
Yeah. It is sometimes fun engaging with the spam ones,
Yeah.
like when it's harmless.
I see that on YouTube sometimes where people are messing with the scammers.
Oh, it's so much
God, it's
fun.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
They locate them. They
Yeah.
locate them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Election season, I do that when people text me if I'm going to vote for somebody.
I as well.
It's fun.
I as well. I have a lot of fun with that.
All right.
But I never had one respond back. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Must have been automated on my end. I didn't give a response.
Well, because sometimes it's literally like you can tell it's like a blue message, like that's like somebody on the other
Person.
end. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's fun.
We got one
Yeah,
more?
Like the green, the green always makes it skeptical.
Yeah.
I'm getting the wrap up signal,
Shit. All right. Sorry, folks.
That's my
but
fault.
we've got a lot of good questions.
Listen, I'm not
down the
fun-
road.
I'm not the fun police. It sounds like it's Travis today.
Well, you're sick. I want to,
Probably is.
get the show moving.
Oh.
Get you out of here.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, looking at the chat, looks like everybody enjoyed today's Ask Junior and yeah, I appreciate it. I had a rough morning when I got up, but we made it in and got our kids to school, and we'll try to get over this little cold or whatever we got, and we're gonna finish the show up. It'll be out later tonight. Is it fair to say to everyone live that we're gonna probably push our guest show to another week?
Yeah, we probably will.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have our guest in here and talking closely, and that's why TJ's not sitting here. He's
I'm
upstairs.
Up here in Nerdland,
yeah, he's
in
upstairs.
Nerdland up here.
Dirty land.
We're taking care of everybody. So
And also big thanks to Xfinity today.
yeah,
Don't forget.
that's right. Thank you, Xfinity, proud premier partner of NASCAR, Xfinity Mobile. I don't have it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish I had it.
Travis is approaching the desk.
Yeah. Bring it, because I don't have it.
We're getting a bunch of people waving goodbye in the group chat. A bunch of hey, feel better, Dale. So
I'll go home and bundle up and try to sweat this out.
nice.
Xfinity Mobile customers get exclusive access to the most powerful Wi-Fi network on the go with speeds up to a gig. Now NASCAR fans, that means faster downloads for turn-by-turn action, smooth live streaming with fewer pit stops. You love the word puns. And a strong connection from the parking lot to the grandstands. So for more laps and less lag, stay connected with Xfinity Mobile. Again, man, it's awesome to have Xfinity back and part of our program here, and they do so much for the sport. So thank you, Xfinity. And everybody have a great week. And I'll try to get well, and we can be in here Thursday for Bless Your Heart. So we'll see you.